it's been probably 9 months since myself and Daniel went to Austin to visit Dr. Brooks. We had great fun while we were there. We loved Austin. Everybody was really friendly. And while we were there, we saw massive progress in Daniel's coordination, his physical coordination, but also his ability to read and focus on what he was reading. One of my biggest concerns before going was not just the reading, but the comprehension. So we could have sat down and it would have taken time, and there would have been massive effort put into reading maybe a page, but there was no comprehension of what he'd read. And a lot of what he was getting home for homework was like maybe a short story and having to answer 5 questions. And that was really difficult. I was having to read the story to Daniel. We'd read the questions, read the story, read the questions, read the story before we'd actually get to finding the answers. But now he's able to do all that work himself. He can read so easily. Comprehension is fantastic. School, he's had a great year at school, before there was a lockdown, he had a great time at school this year. He had a great teacher as well that was worked really well with us in terms of what the strategies we'd picked up in Austin. He put up the figure of 8 or the eternity sign in the classroom for Daniel to use in the mornings when he went in. So yeah, no, all in all, it's been really, really positive, hasn't it? It's been a really positive year. His self-confidence has grown hugely. His school report, which we got just about 2 weeks ago, was brilliant. They just said to him to keep up the good work over the summer and keep up his reading. And actually, even just during the year, they were, with the school novel that they were doing in class, he had no problem reading out loud in front of everybody in the classroom. His teacher checked with me beforehand to make sure he'd be happy with that. But yeah, he did brilliant. The teacher says there was absolutely no difference between his reading and everyone else's reading. There was, so fantastic, wasn't it? Feel good about yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Myself and my husband talking. It was just before Christmas, and Daniel we were going down for lunch down to a restaurant down the road, and Daniel had a book with him, and we were sitting eating, and I was like, oh my God, Daniel, put down the book while we're eating. And I was like, I can't actually believe I'm saying that to him, telling him to put down a book. I was like, what am I saying? I shouldn't be saying that. But we were saying that, like, if we were to have gone back 12 months to when we first found out about his dyslexia to where we were then, just before Christmas last year, we would have given hundreds of thousands of pounds, just to know that we could have achieved that change. It was worth everything to us. And just to know that he was getting on great at school and homework was effortless, or well, not effortless, but so much, massive improvement. Yeah.